I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Welcome to another review. This is another PayPal review from Jose. What are my thoughts on Lake Placid 2, the direct-to-video sequel to a film I liked. I liked the first Lake Placid. I like Bill Pullman. I like the cast. I like the sense of humor. Yeah, the CGI crocodile does not hold up today. But I thought the cinematography, the way it was filmed by Steve Miner, director of Halloween H2O, Friday the 13th Part 2 and 3, House from the 80s. I thought he did a fine job. I like the sense of humor. I like Bill Pullman in the cast. I liked it for what it was. Did not need a sequel. I don't think the film did that well, but I guess it did well home video wise to the point that this, I guarantee you this was on Sci-Fi Channel. I guarantee you. As this is directed by the same guy who did Boa vs. Python. This director, I'm not even going to say his name, it's not worth it. Lake Placid 2. Are you really surprised that it's a bad movie? And funny enough, there's a Lake Placid 3, there's a Lake Placid versus Anaconda, which is a weird fucking title, because a Lake Placid versus Anaconda, I'm like, how does a whole lake fight an anaconda? But I get why. It's, might as well go crocodile versus anaconda. I'm not kidding, that is a movie. What's this, Lake Placid versus Titanic? And you have Lake Placid, the final chapter, and then you have like Lake Placid Legacy. There's like 5, 6 of these movies. Start with, I mean. So here you got John Schneider from the Dukes of Hazzard. The good old boys and they mean any harm. They don't find that krakens locked in the night of the May. Yeehaw! It's John Schneider. His career was dead. He gotta play a aloof sheriff with a mullet on top of his head. Bad acting from everybody, including John Schneider. Terrible acting. I don't know if I can find clips, but just watch the trailer, watch clips on YouTube. Terrible. Like, this acting is so god-awful. The plot is pretty much a remake of the first one. It takes place after the first one because they reference the first one. Cloris Leachman, she plays Betty White's sister from the first one. So I guess Betty White's character got eaten by the croc, we're supposed to believe. And so her sister, Cloris Leachman, takes over. I mention that because someone mentions, oh, must be a big crocodile. And no one believes the guy. They're like, ah, that's an urban legend. What? How long has it been since the first movie? 30 years? No, obviously not. So, how are you saying that the first movie's an urban legend? Didn't the first movie end with them taking a live crocodile across to some type of sanctuary not really sanctuary, but the last scene, they have a crocodile under sedation that they're taking and traveling with fishing, all these. But the first film apparently was just an urban legend. You would think that would get some kind of publicity. But no one believes. John Schneider's the sheriff, so he's kind of playing the Bill Pullman role and a little bit of the Brendan Gleeson role. You have this chick who is fucking horrible. Fishing game lady. She's kind of... I mean, that wasn't the character Bridget Fonda played, but... You know, we have a lady. We have a hunter who's kind of trying to play in the Oliver Platt role. Only this guy has an assistant who is an African-American bushman who actually knows what he's doing. This is one guy who I swear reminded me of Eddie Deason, for those who remember him. If not, don't worry. Even the way it opens kind of like the original. Because the original, you had a guy in the water, Scooby Deer. He gets bitten, parts of his body gets on the boat. Same thing, almost same thing here. No Scooby Deer, but person gets pulled in. Only this time, the only thing that's left are the hands. As another guy tries to save this person. With wonderful dialogue like, oh, I'm out here so I can meet sexy eco-warrior chicks who don't shave their legs. And I'm like, yeah, shave my balls. John Schneider is a sheriff. He's terrible in this movie. He seems aloof. That's the word to use. He has a teenage son who fucking sucks dick. The guy who, at the beginning, sees the guy die, he tries to tell the sheriff and the fishing game wildlife lady. They don't believe him for some stupid reason, even though the first film didn't happen that long ago. One moment I remember is the fishing game lady going to the water in bra and panties. I'm like, why are you in your bra and panties? But I should not be complaining. The movie is not witty. It's not funny. I don't even think it's trying to be witty or funny. And the little bits it does is like Cloris Leachman calling John Schneider Columbo and Get Lost Barney Miller. Because yeah, people at this time don't know who the hell Barney Miller is. People who watch Lake Placid 2. You have some titties from two women. So, probably cut out of the Sci-Fi Channel version. Cool, titties, but I don't watch porn for titties. They knew their CG crocodile was terrible, so they don't show the crocodile too much. But then when it does, it looks like something from a video game. I mean, if you think the CG croc in the first film looks bad, this is a lot worse. And it does some stuff. It fucks up the sheriff's boat and knocks him in the water. There's a point where they're trying to sedate it. Kind of like in the first one where they're trying to sedate it, stop it. It's so low budget, we can't afford it too much. So here's some bushes moving. Oh, it must be behind that. There's a point where it bites a guy's hand off and the blood looks like something from MS Paint. And then it hits the Eddie Deason wannabe guy against a tree and then he dies from that. When the thing uses his tail to bump him. Dialogue, I mean, you get... Of course, one thing it does that the first movie didn't do was introduce teenagers. Which is not a positive. That's one of the things that's good about the first movie, not having stupid teenager shit. Here you do. The stupid John Schneider's son and others go off into the woods. Lines like, I won't let you rub my feet even if you were the CEO of Prada. And then one guy going, you should take your ad on the road, open up for Jeff Foxworthy. I wish. That guy's hilarious. Ron! That's Ron! That's Ron! You're full of shit. If you said Ron White, I would give you credit. But you say Jeff Foxworthy's funny? No, he's fucking not. You might be a redneck if you think Jeff Foxworthy is funny. Okay, that's a bit too harsh. If you think Jeff Foxworthy's funny, that's fine. But even back then, I watched that Blue Collar Comedy Tour for Ron White. Maybe Bill Engvall. But only Ron White. But at least the guy didn't say Larry the Cable Guy, who's the worst of the four. But Ron White is actually sincerely funny. So I'm like, Ron. Although it's funny that they would reference Jeff Foxworthy, of all people. Well, I guess they could reference Dane Cook. I mean, what happens in the plot? John Schneider's sheriff seems like a sociopath at times. Because, okay, when those two people die, like the guy who gets his hand bitten off and the crappy CG blood, the guy who gets hit by the tail, and then the woman, the fishing game lady, she's sad because, you know, she wanted to be sedated. They're dead because of that plan. And John Schneider's like, sure, they're dead and chewed up in little pieces, but they knew what they were getting themselves into. I'm like, wow, you're all hard, sheriff. And then he goes, come on, we gotta stop that other guy from blowing up the forest because there's still some good fish in this lake. I'm like, God forbid the possibility of human casualty, you sociopathic motherfucker. You taking the moonshine from the good old boys that don't mean any harm? Get off the moonshine and cut your hair. And wax your ass. Jesus Christ, John Schneider. I mean, I blame him for the bad acting, but the script, I mean, it's not his fault. It's a stupid script. Again, it's just really a lame, lazy remake of the first movie story-wise. Only let's add in stupid teenagers. Let's have... At least the first film had good acting. Here, all the acting is bad. At least the first film had some kind of clever bits of humor, I thought. Here, no. None. Some laughable effects. Some people get chewed up. The hunter apparently is a shitty pilot because there's a thing where the sidekick, Bushman, tells John Schneider, oh yeah, he's a bad pilot. There's a time where he flew into a school. Oh, those poor kids. I'm like, this is the humor. This is the fucking humor. There's a point where the Bushman stabs the crocodile, but then at night a second crocodile comes and kills him. I think the character's name was Ahmed. Kills him in the rain. Yeah, yeah, don't blame it on the rain. Kills him by... He's in the croc's mouth and he just crushed to death, pretty much. The teen kids, one of them was a dumbass who fell asleep and landed on a crocodile and then died from his stupidity. The teen kids are running. They meet Cloris Leachman. Cloris Leachman tries to feed the girl to the croc, but Cloris Leachman gets bit. The son comes back and tells them, oh, the lady lied. There's actually 4 crocodiles. 4? So you have the one that's already dead from the Bushman stabbing it. One dies from the female wildlife lady hiding in like a tree trunk and stabbing it under the chin. There's one that, I will be honest, this is the second time I'm doing the review. Because the first time I complained about, wait man, there's only 3 that died. Because I completely missed, I shit you not, I missed the other crotch he died because it went so damn quickly. Where he just fires a grenade launcher and blows it up. It went so damn quickly. I must have like turned away or farted or fucking burped or had a conniption fit or fell asleep for a micro nap and missed it. So yeah, one crotch dies that. And then the other, which is funny, he shoots one with a grenade launcher, it blows up. He shoots the other with a grenade launcher, it doesn't really blow up. But then he does something, and he says, "Say goodnight, Gracie." What? Why is that the line? He finally does blow it up. And then we don't have a sequel bait because apparently the female fish and game warden and John Schneider, they're taking the eggs that the croc had, mama croc of shit, and they're taking the eggs. I guess that's supposed to lead into Lake Placid 3, I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen Lake Placid 3. I don't know. I feel like Lex Luger. I don't know. All two people don't get that reference, but... should I be surprised? It's from the director of Boa vs. Python. Terrible acting. Nothing characters. When you do see the croc, it's terrible CG that you've seen done better in video games. I know that's a common, typical complaint, but it's appropriate here. Barely any attempts at humor, and then when it does, it's very piss poor. There's nothing witty or clever in the film. It is a repeat of the first movie. Betty White can't come back, so Cloris Leachman. We have another sheriff, we have another lady, we have another hunter. Only we have teen kids in this who all suck. The death scenes are nothing to run home about. You get two women showing their titties, but that's not enough to save the film. The plot, pretty much a remake of the first one. Piss poor special effects. Lazy, lame, unfunny writing. I want you... What the fuck was that line of dialogue again? I wrote this down just like... I wouldn't let you rub my feet even if you were the CEO of Prada. Okay! So I don't know what else to say. This is Lake Placid 2. Electric Boogaloo. So thanks for watching. Take care. Yeah, this is a real winner. See you guys later. Bye-bye.